Welcome to Study Loop.
Okay, we have a photon of light that we're told is from the second line in the Balmer series. Okay, so what is the Balmer series? The Balmer series is when an electron drops down from n to n equals 2, where this first n is just something higher than 2. So that can be 3 goes to 2, 4 goes to 2, 5 goes to 2, yada, yada, yada. So the second line, so the first line is 3 going to 2. The second line is 4 going to 2. So we're basically calculate the energy of n equals 4 going to n equals 2. That's what we need to do. How do we do this? Well, we basically just need the Rydberg formula, right? So the Rydberg formula tells us that delta E equals, for hydrogen atoms, it's going to be the Rydberg constant times, and then it's 1 over n1 squared minus 1 over n2 squared, right? And then we need the Rydberg constant, and if we're answering in joules, then we want the Rydberg constant in joules. So the Rydberg constant in joules is 2.178 times 10 to the negative 18. It's also possible that you would be expected to know that the Rydberg constant is, because this is often sometimes instead of delta E equals R times 1 over n1 squared minus 1 over n2 squared. Sometimes this is given as 1 over lambda equals R times 1 over n1 squared minus 1 over n2 squared, in which case you would get out a wavelength after you take the reciprocal, right? And then you'd say E equals hc over lambda, right? So you might have to convert a wavelength to an energy, or you can just, in this case, get the Rydberg formula constant in terms of joules, and then all you have to compute is this equation. So given that, what is delta E? Okay, so we have delta E equals 2.178 times 10 to the negative 18 times, and then in parentheses 1 over n1 we said was 4, so 4 squared, minus 1 over, and then we've got, we're going back down to 2, so 2 squared. Okay, so we are going to get, what's the inside of this equation? It's going to be 1 over 16 minus 1 over 4, which is the same as 1 over 16 minus 4 over 16, which is negative 3 over 16. Okay, so we're going to get negative 2.178 times 10 to the negative 18 joules times 3 over 16. Let's calculate that. 2.178 to the negative 18 times 3 over 16. We're going to get 4.084 times 10 to the negative 19 joules. And that's our answer.